Hello Pigeon Pals, we are jumping straight into it with this video. I've already written my letter for Hannah, who's the pen pal I am writing to today, and I am just going to go ahead and skip to the decorating. This is an extra small envelope that I'm using. It was one that I found in like one of those subscription renewal envelopes from my parents. They have lots of junk mail that I love to dig through and find recycled materials to use, and empty envelopes is one of those things. The theme for this envelope is going to be very, very loosely based off of Lizzie's letters Mailtober prompts. I was looking at the mushroom prompt, but it really isn't super mushroom-y. There just happens to be mushrooms on the envelope. But that was what initiated this style, I guess. Yeah. Lizzie's Letters is another journaling and pen pal channel here on YouTube, and I haven't been watching her for too long, maybe a couple of months, and I just really enjoy the vibes of her video. They're very calm, very creative videos that it's just a subject that I'm interested in too, obviously, and I enjoy watching her videos and her little weekly updates. Anyways, I gotta make sure that apple is glued down super duper well. Check any loose flaps, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this shiny blue washi tape on this envelope. I think it's a nice colorful accent. It goes well with the gold and the brown, and it just gives it a pop of color, which I enjoy personally, and it makes it shiny. Who doesn't like shiny things? And then I think I'm gonna put the sticker on, and it was kind of okay. I had troubles with the sticker. You can see me tracing the outline of the window to see how much to cut off, and the sticker did not want to come off the window, so I had to do a little bit of scraping and scratching, and it could have had better results, but now I know for next time. I'll finish with a couple more cute stickers, and I honestly don't do too much just because this envelope is very small. We're going to go ahead and go to the back and glue down this brown page so we have a nice base. Once that page is on there, it is obviously larger than my envelope, so I will flip it over and use the envelope to guide me on trimming the excess. Next, I am going to decorate the back to make it match the front, and I chose to do some more of this glittery paper. It's actually tissue paper I got from my boyfriend's mom in a birthday present, and there's so much in it, and it's so pretty. I saved all of it so that I can use it in my junking and on my pen pal letters, and I do like to send it to my pen pals. I think it's just such a fun material to have on hand, and who doesn't like something sparkly like this? I take the easy way out on decorating this time and mostly use stickers. I love my stickers. They're so easy to use, you know. And I get lots of them for my pen pals, so I can mix and match what I've received to make something beautiful for somebody else. Yeah, I think it just turns out so well. I'm gonna make sure that my letter actually fits in here, and it does. Okay, perfect. So this is a letter that you did not see me write, but it is for Hannah, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and fold that into thirds so it fits nice and neat in my envelope. And I believe, so with this letter, I was actually playing around with a stationery idea, and Hannah will get some copies of this paper, and she can use them for her own letters, or she can use them for notes, or everyday memos, or whatever she likes. I think one thing that's interesting about writing to different pen pals is their writing style. Some people write long, lengthy letters with lots of detail, but also some people write really short letters, like a page long, not including the back, and somehow they get just as much detail in there about what's been going on. I think it's really interesting just seeing how the letter writing process varies from person to person. I like to send longer letters. They feel a little more, what's the word? Genuine, maybe? And I also like receiving long letters, so why not send what I like to receive? So as I struggle to get this in here, I'll explain what I was trying to do with my stationery. As you guys may know, I am trying to start a stationery business and had come up with a new idea. Originally, it was going to be like all my drawing artwork as the stationery design, but I was thinking the other night, what if I like decorate a sheet of paper how I would for a pen pal, and then scan that and then copy it and double side it and make a set of paper like that. And that's what I was trying to do on my printer. I don't have the highest quality printer, so I would have to get it done professionally somewhere else, but it was an interesting idea, and since I don't want this paper to go to waste, it is usable, it just isn't top tier. Usually I will either save them for myself to use on other letters, or if they're lucky, I might send it to a pen pal, and that's what I'm going to do today, just because I already have a lot of B grade stationery, so Hannah will get some too, and she'll get some of this glittery fun paper. So today I'm very, very guilty of doing something I try not to do because I think people don't super enjoy it when they receive their letters, but I just throw everything in here. I don't think I made a single pocket or envelope for the stickers or the memos or anything else like that. And the reason for that is this is a very small envelope. I would say it was maybe like 3 by 5, I would say it was a 3 by 5 envelope, and that is much smaller than what I normally use. Usually I'll have at least a 6 by 4. So I'm just throwing everything in there and trying to make sure it is fairly flat and evenly packed. If I don't evenly pack the envelope, or if it's not flat, sometimes it will get charged as a package, and I want to avoid that. So a package, like if you're trying to send an envelope and it's thicker than a 1/4 inch, or really bumpy and uneven, or even if something is hard in there, it will be considered a package, and it might even be considered non-machinable just because the machines aren't happy with it and it'll have to be canceled out by hand. And both those things, being a package or being non-machinable, do add to extra costs, which I am trying to avoid. But I think I get away with it this time, so we're fine. So you saw me pack all the memos and little ephemera stuff. Hannah has been telling me that she wants to get back into junk journaling and really dedicate more time to it, so I sent her some things for that. And now these are the stickers, and I really like that last one. And I will shove those all in there. No envelope, they're just going to be loose in the world, and I hope she does not mind that. I am also trying to pack this envelope as much as possible because in general it's going to be a smaller envelope or a smaller letter than what I normally send. I like to send my pen pals letters that are just under 2 ounces, and this one is going to be not a lot lighter. I was able to pack it fairly densely, but it will be like 1.5 ounces, I believe, and so I'll just have to make sure to give her some extra things next time. But I am trying to get this as full as possible. Who doesn't like a thick pen pal envelope? Anyways, after I get these little post-its in there, I will be weighing it, and we'll see how much it ends up being. Okay, we are looking at 1.22 ounces. So yeah, that is quite a bit lighter than what I normally do. It is still over the 1 ounce threshold, so I am going to go ahead and put 2 stamps on there. I got my forever stamp and then another stamp that is 37 cents, and that'll cover my extra ounce, even though I am overpaying for that. Here is a quick note about the envelope size, and that I will send her some more things next time. Honestly though, I don't think she minds. She knows she's going to get some good stuff from me, and hopefully there's not too much pressure on her side. Maybe there is and I just don't know about it. And I'm going to include a little doodle. I've been trying to get more into doodling. I've never really been a doodler, but I want to get back into my art and I want to do it in a form of doodling. I've always admired people who could simplify forms and animals and people into such cute things, but I've always felt like I was not very good at it, and like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not the best doodling kind of person, but I want to practice that and do better at it now. So we've got a cute little bird. I think he's cute, and he gets a hat, and he's saying, "Gotta fly." I don't know, I think it's just a cute little saying for a bird to say bye. So sometimes when you receive an envelope, at least when I receive pen pal envelopes, the sides are completely split open. And I think that's the machines that the post office uses, but to help at least prevent it more, I don't think it fixes it, but to help reduce the chances of my sides getting split when I send my letters, I will reinforce them with some clear tape. It does not affect my weight, it does not affect my decorating, and all it can do is make it stronger. I don't know. I think this helps. I hope it helps. If anyone knows of a better way to reinforce the edges of your letter, please let me know. But right now, I think this is the best solution I've come up with. And I will do this to all 4 sides. Yes, even the top side. A butter knife, a regular knife will go through the tape, so I'm not worried about that. And I don't know, all your edges are at risk for being split open. I've seen all of them be ripped open. But hopefully I've got everything in here and I'm gluing it down. I know that, like probably every other letter, I forget to put something in there. I'll have it out and then I'll lose it, and then it just won't make it into my letter. But I do believe, I hope that this one has everything in there. I know at the time of doing this voiceover, I just sent one out today and I totally forgot a couple things. And I hope my pen pal who I sent it to won't be upset with me. I think that little orange strip is such a cute touch. And then I'm going to add my logo. I got the stamp very recently and it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. And I think it adds such a nice personalized touch to my envelopes. And then I did decide to be a little less lazy on the back of this envelope and try to tie it in more that Mailtober theme from Lizzie's letters. And that was mushrooms, in case you guys forgot, because you don't see any mushrooms. But yeah, I decided to do some more doodling on the back. And then after that, I believe my letter is ready to go. So I am going to go ahead and advertise myself like any good YouTuber should. Not only will you find me here on YouTube, but you can also find me on TikTok at Pigeon Pages. And you can find me on Instagram at Pigeon_pages. And I've got some really exciting news. Hopefully by the time that this video is up, I will be a part of Patreon and Shopify. I cannot guarantee that 100%, so I'm saying hopefully, but that is my next big thing that I'm working on, and this video probably won't be posted until 3 weeks after finishing editing and voiceover and all that good stuff. So hopefully by then I do have that set up, and I will have those links all in my bio. But yes, Shopify and Patreon soon. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it, and I will reward you guys with a bad joke. Are you guys ready? 2 fish are in a tank. One of them says to the other, "How do you drive this thing?" Anyways, that was my bad joke, and now I'm gonna leave before I get myself even more embarrassed. Yeah, take care guys. Bye! P.S. guys, if you do enjoy like junk journaling or pen pal videos with kind of a cozy vibe, definitely check out Lizzie's letters. I'll link her down in the description, but she is someone else you guys should also support. Alright, bye for real now.